I'm embarrassed to be with my husband in public. I am meeting new people and they're inviting us to do like couples things, and I'm like making excuses about why we can't go because I don't trust my husband to be on his best behavior. He does this thing where he's like puffed up ego and I'm the best, my shit don't stink, and he makes jabs at me and makes jokes at my expense to lighten the mood, and now I see is to be mean. So even though we've just moved and I've been making friends and they've been inviting us to do fun things, we're not going. And I don't know if you know, but if somebody you don't have a really strong bond with, like a new budding friendship, if you keep telling them, no, I'm not available for that, or yeah, we can't make it, they're gonna eventually stop inviting you. And the invites are so sincere and lovely. Like, it's so normal and healthy to like want to include your spouse, the spouse of like a friend you're getting to know. And I'm just like, I don't want you to meet my husband because you're gonna not like him and you're gonna judge me. You're gonna be like, girl, why are you with him?
So this is where we are right now. You're embarrassed to be seen in public with your husband. You don't take him around your new friends. And it's not because he's a criminal or a drunk or has a drug problem, but because he makes corny jokes at your expense. Oh, and he's too confident. That's what we're doing now. That's the standard for publicly shaming your marriage online. You know what I see here? I see a woman who doesn't respect her husband. That's the root of it. Because obviously, if she really respected her husband, she wouldn't be on TikTok talking about her personal issues, no matter what. Instead, she's making excuses and hiding him like he's a burden. What if the tables were reversed? What if he decided not to take you anywhere because he couldn't tell the difference between you being a whale and a normal human being? You would probably say, this he's really mean. He sucks, right? So where is this resentment coming in? Because resentment like this doesn't just pop up out of nowhere. This is something that's been building. It builds over years of unspoken issues. It builds because you guys aren't being honest with each other. Years of silent anger, years of you telling yourself you settled, but never saying it out loud. You can hear it. You can hear it in the way she talks. This isn't one bad weekend or just one stupid joke that he makes. This is years of bottled up contempt spilling out. Maybe she changed her mindset on his personal and religious, maybe political views. You never know. You just never know, because she's kind of giving me liberal energy right now. Or maybe he was a liberal and maybe he became more conservative and she's not feeling him. I don't know. But here's the thing. She picked him. Nobody forced her down the aisle. She chose this man. And now she's acting like a victim, as if his confidence and ego somehow snuck up on her. That's not it. She married him because she was attracted to that. She probably thought his confidence, his looks, his presence meant security. Maybe she liked the idea of having a strong, good-looking husband. I don't know. But now she regrets the decision. That's on her. Women like this often marry for comfort and not for love. They marry the image, the security, or the lifestyle, whatever you want to call it. And later, when reality starts to set in, when that attraction starts to fade, they resent the man they picked. And that resentment, it's not only at him, it's at themselves. They're mad at their own decision making. You could hear it in how she talks about her friends, like these new so-called friends. She's terrified if they meet a husband, they'll dislike him and judge her. That right there tells you her loyalty isn't to her husband. It's to this social image of hers. She cares more about what outsiders think than about the man that she actually made vows with. I'll leave it at that. Let's not ignore the hypocrisy. Right? She's mad that her husband makes jokes at her expense in public. But what is she doing right now? Sitting in a car, ranting about him to strangers on the internet, publicly embarrassing him. The very thing she accuses him of. You don't think she's doing worse? This is worse. That's not just resentment, that's disrespectful. And at the end of the day, this isn't about jokes or egos. This is about a woman who no longer respects the man she married and who refuses to take accountability for choosing him in the first place. And instead of dealing with it in her marriage, she runs to social media. You see, that's what you all do. And that's where we are with modern women today. There's no hesitation in airing out their private relationships online. It's not for solutions and it's not for growth. It's straight up for validation. Validation from strangers means more to you than the respect you should be given at home. And that's why marriages like this fail. Because when the internet becomes more important than your husband, your marriage is already over. Now, whether I agree with the content creator or not, I'm always going to link him back to the description of my YouTube channel. You can find him there. But this is where we are today. Women are never happy. Her husband appears to be a confident, jock. Maybe he was liberal when they first got married, and then he kind of he got red pilled, and then all of a sudden now he's got that testosterone flowing. He's in the gym. He's getting it. Maybe he's making fun of her liberal ways. That's what it sounds like to me. What say you? Leave it in the comments, man. I'll see you guys on the next one.